If you'd like to be a sponsor on CONVO with CINO, we have promotional packages starting as low as $50. We're very excited to help you promote and grow your business. We hope you enjoy working with us to help you increase your bottom line and attract more customers and clients. Email CINOLLC@hotmail.com. Again, CINOLLC@hotmail.com for more details. What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your man, Corey Williams, checking in for another fire episode of Convo with CINO. And today, guys, I'm super excited. We're gonna jump right into this one because I think this is a topic that it's a hot topic right now within the health industry. And we just really gonna get right into it, man. I'm excited for my guest today. And and here's the thing, guys. Once you come on a guest, once you're a guest on Convo with CINO, guess what? You're a friend for life. You part of the Convo with CINO alumni. So that's gonna be coming with some special perks. So I'm getting a little perks package together, for all my guests, past and present, future guests, and which is gonna contain, my ebook. Some other content things that I'm doing and really just access to a lot of things concerning media and podcasts. So if you want to be a guest, reach out to me. You can reach out to us at info@convowithcino.com, info@convowithcino.com. You can email us there. So I'm excited about this guest today. I've been seeing this young lady all online, all over, Facebook and the, internet and doing some great things. And I reached out to her because she was just a perfect fit for what we do here at Convo with CINO. Because again, my goal is to bring you the best of the best people that are, experts in their field. And so I believe this young lady is an expert in her field. She's been traveling all over the country, sharing the good news and spreading the word on how to make money in the home health business. And so I'm gonna let her explain what she does. But before that, guys, I want you guys to hear from my guest, Coach Trina. I want you to hear a little something real quick, just to kind of see how she gets down. All right, check this out, y'all.
Before you do anything, you speak over where you want to go. So I'm going to speak life over y'all on today. When you speak life and you see things just move into the area that you wanted to move in, a totally different ballgame. Because 9 months, 10 months from now, when I come back and say, hey, where you at? And you can be like, hey, Coach Trina, this is where I'm at. God has blessed me to do X, Y, and Z.
This is something I wanted to do since 95, taking care of people.
I want to give back to the community that gave to me.
I just wanted to kind of build something family-oriented because I love helping.
Trina has been mentoring me for the last few weeks, and it has been
I am
awesome.
Coach Trina. Also, as Coach Trina, I do have a home care agency myself. The good thing about being in this field and teaching people that want to open up a home care or already have a home care is that, hey, I have the experience. I'm going through the motions like the same thing that y'all be going through. The name of my company is Cherish Life Personal Care Services. But we out here getting it. You got to put some work into it. So I encourage those that desire to have a home care, that, if you desire, you just want 2 clients and make $16,000 a month, it's your choice. So to all my millionaires and my billionaires and my trillionaires, if you believe it, then you'll watch it move. I'm telling y'all, when I get stuff and I say it, money follows me. We have our t-shirts that says money follows me. We have our t-shirts that says to all my millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires. I put these sayings out here because that's who we are. Do y'all realize that we're breaking generational curses? Y'all, we have helped 98 people right now become home care owners. And we have seen a total different change in people's finances. So we can't just make a difference here. We have to be able to go into other communities and make a difference.
Wow. So without any further ado, I want to introduce Miss Coach Patrina Williams. I had to make sure she wasn't my sister. Corey Williams, Patrina Williams. What's up, Coach Trina? How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? To all my millionaires and my billionaires and my trillionaires. Hey, how you doing, Coach?
Man, I am awesome. Man. First of all, that was a very powerful video clip. And so I guess my thing with you is you're not just focused on just the health, but you're focused on really helping other people become successful. Seems like you have a dual purpose. Is that right?
Yeah. So one of the things we love to do is that we love helping people open up their own home care agency. And one of the things, to me, I feel like if you're doing that, then we're breaking generational curses. We're building financial wealth in our community.
Man, applause to you, my sister. Let me ask you this, because for somebody who, like, I'm just watching your posts, I'm not really getting into it, but I asked you, we were talking offline, and you mentioned that it's not like a medical help. What's the difference between what you do and because my dad is in a facility, mm-hmm. and he was getting home health care. He's 87. So what is it exactly that you do versus maybe the traditional way of medical care? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm asking.
So one thing we're doing, we're non-medical. So non-medical is different than home health care. Home health care is more like the skill side. We are more like the non-medical side. So we do light housekeeping, reminder, meds. So go to the grocery store, take them to their doctor's appointment. We do things like that. One of the things we don't do anything medical. We do everything non-medical. No different if you was taking care of your grandfather and you was just say he didn't have like a lot of medical problems, but you was there taking care of him, making sure that he, wash the dishes, put him in the shower, things like that he just couldn't do himself.
Okay. So I'm used to working. I think we had that for my dad as well. So yeah, light housekeeping. So how is that funded? Is that funded through, you get contracts through Medicare, Medicaid? How do you actually get the customers?
So it's funded through, the money comes through Medicaid. You get your customers from, it depends on, here I'm in Indianapolis, so we have a place called Socoa. There's different agencies here that you get your clients from. So that's how we get our clients, from different agencies that they'll go out, see what type of services that our clients need in the community. And they go out and sign them up, and they get the services. So then they'll reach out, to us, or the family members will reach out to the providers to see if we can provide services for their loved ones.
Okay, great. So what's a basic, I guess, staff? What's your staff requirements to operate, to even get started? Maybe staff and even startup costs to get started in something like that, if I wanted to be an owner like you.
Okay, so here I look at maybe like a few $1,000s, probably no more than $5,000 to get started here in the state of Indianapolis. So it's not that much to get started. I hear people say it takes $20,000. I'm gonna be real honest. I pay for my policy and procedures. I pay for my application, and my money came through Medicaid to pay my staff. So I really started probably with a couple of $1,000s to get started. And history, it goes from there. Yeah.
Wow. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started and how you got so passionate about home healthcare. And do you have other business? Like, were you working in this field and then you just said, found out? How did you get your start, Coach? We gonna take it back to the beginning, to the genesis of this thing.
Yeah. So one of the things, I've been in the home care field. I've been in the field period over 28 years. And I decided probably almost 2 years ago that I wanted to open up my own company. Now, I was working on opening up, it's called almost like waiver home. It's called waiver homes, but almost like group homes. But in a group home setting, you can have 8 people. In waiver homes, you can only have 4 people. So I was in a process of waiting for my waiver homes to open my waiver homes for it to get approved. So in the process, I decided to open up a home care agency. So in that process of opening up a home care agency, I was in a process. I'll tell everybody, this is my story. I got fired in January the 30th. And
That was a blessing, wasn't it? That was a blessing.
It was. So
see, a lot of people think bad stuff happened and it's bad for them, but you know, it's a verse that I love in the Bible that said all things work together for the good.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, go ahead, man. I just got excited because you got fired. Look, because I know where this story going.
You already know. So I ended up getting fired. It's crazy because in November I was telling two of my good friends, I was like, look, I ain't working for nobody after February. So I got fired January the 30th, right? So the next day, one of my girlfriends called me. She's like, you do remember what you said, right? You said in February 1st, you're not working for nobody. She said, so you spoke it. Now here you are. You're without a job. But let me tell you how God works.
Come on.
7 days later, I received my Medicaid provider number to open up my own home care agency. So it was all in God's timing. Even though it wasn't in my time, it was in his timing. And he knew what he was doing. So in that process of opening up my own non-medical home care agency, I sat at the table with the couple of young ladies that I was just telling you about. And when I opened up mine, I was like, hey, y'all work in the same field. Y'all need to open up your own home care agency too. So I sat down with them and I helped them open up their own non-medical home care agency. And it just started from there. So when I helped them, I just started getting calls to help everybody else. And I decided to open up my own consultant agency. And here we are a year and a half later, and we have helped 108 people to open up their own home care agency.
Hold on. I got to drop the bomb. Man, that is an incredible story. I mean, I'm just hearing this for the first time. We never met. I don't know what I'm saying, but here's the thing. This is, you know, you just had that energy. I seen your posts. You just always, you know, post positive things. I mean, your name, Coach, I seen you. And I'm like, man, I got to get on this show, man, because, and then you're traveling. So what made you get into teaching more people to do? Because, you know, and I asked most of my guests this, because most of my guests they're not just successful themselves, but they enjoy. It seems like successful people like to help other people become successful. Mm-hmm. So what makes you want to do what you're doing by sharing the good news with, you know, the opportunity with other people?
So one thing I've learned, I love people and I love to do for people. And anybody tell you, I love giving stuff away. I'm just a giver. But I didn't want to be the only one eating at my table. And when you have that mindset that it's just not about you, that you are out here building people up in the community, then it changes. It's your whole thinking changes. So I didn't just want to, I can get the information for myself and keep it for myself, but I don't want to be selfish, and I'm not a selfish person. So I always wanted to make sure that I give back to our community. So that's why I continue to do what I do and love what I do, is because I want to give and give back. And when we're breaking generational curses, we're going to see a big difference. Now, I was the type of person, I only made like $2,500 a month. So when you go from $2,500 a month and you like, oh, I didn't think I could make this type of money. What happens is, if we never seen it, we don't think we can make it, but you can make this type of money. So I've seen people, Corey, make a lot of money within a year's time in this home care field. It will blow your mind.
Well, I mean, you looking at somebody who has experienced it. I mean, because again, like I said, my dad's 87. He was living at home. You know, he was always a strong guy. You know, shout out to Pops, man, Irvin Williams, you know, my hero. But, you know, he was living alone and, you know, always was a strong man, but his mind started, I guess, you know, his body wasn't catching up to his mind. So he thought he could do more things. So, you know, we hired the home health care. And I'm going to tell you, man, the staff of these places, let's talk about staffing, because I don't know where you find these angels, but these people are, I think you just have to have a heart for giving to be in the medical field, you know, or any type of helping, nursing, any that type of thing regarding people. How is staffing and where do you find your staff at, you know, for when you start, you know, your home health business?
So when you're in home health care, if most of your clients are their loved ones, So I say with myself, probably 90% of my staff are the family members of the caregivers that we take care of. But you can find your staff on Indeed, Zoop Recruit. I mean, that's where you find your people at. Word of mouth networking on social media is the key. I tell everybody, if you put yourself out there, you're going to find some good workers if you put yourself on social media. Social media, I tell everybody, you take a phone. How often do we have a phone in our hand? Maybe 16 hours of the day. So somebody's going to see that ad. Somebody's going to see that you're hiring, things like that.
So and that brings me to another point, because I think I remember them asking me, or like if I had a family member who wanted to like sign up to and get paid to like take care of my dad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So is that the same program that you're talking about?
Yes, that's the same.
Wow. So hey, y'all out there in podcast land, get with, the home healthcare, industry. So do you have to have a training as the staff? Do you go through training? Do you have to certification? What's the process of being, I guess, certified to be a home healthcare person, staff member?
A staff member, you don't have to be certified. You just have to be able to pass certain, like your background check, things like that you have to make sure that you pass to be able to work with our clients in our homes. Also, say background check. No, you really don't have to have any experience, but as an owner, you want to train your staff on the certain skills that they need to have in a home. Say we have a client that is bedridden and can't get up out the bed. You need to be able to train them to be able to turn the client over, change them, things like that. Well, if you can't have a client that don't walk on their own and they need your help, you need to be able to train your staff on these clients in the home. So that's what's important. Even though they might not have experience, but you can train them to be good caregivers.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, I'm super excited, man. It sounds like a great opportunity. So now let's talk about your success with the people that you've helped. And, in your video, you said you've helped over 100 people now start their own business.
Yes. And I'm excited, just to see them grow. I have meetings with them. I want to make sure I continue to stay in touch with my bosses. That's why I call them they bosses, because that's what they are. So I continue to stay in touch with them. They call me almost every day. I got somebody calling me probably 4 or 5 times a day. I'm a hands-on person. I love helping my people to make sure they are successful in this field. This field is so important to make sure that we are very successful in it.
So when a person joins and looks at the opportunity of starting their business, are they like franchisees under you, or are they buying into your course, or they just they start their own business, or is it still connected to you?
So they start their own business. What they do is pay me a fee to get them certified in this field. Like here in Indianapolis, there's 2 certifications you have to have, which is a PSA. PSA is Personal Care Agency Certificate, and then your Medicaid waiver certificate. So we help them get certified in this area so they can be their own business owner. So they just pay a fee. They pay business as usual a fee to complete the service for them.
Gotcha. So because I know, like in insurance and different businesses, they have like errors and omission insurance or high liability, like $1 million. Because I know it's a lot of liability. I mean, because everybody's on the take now. I fell and broke my back, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. You know what I'm saying? So how is that as far as like litigation and is that I know insurance will cover certain things like that, but I know, do you take care of that too, or you personally get your own insurance?
I have a team of people that I connect with to make sure that the people that come through business as usual have the information and the stuff that they need, again, to be successful in their field. So we do have an insurance person. I've created a service team. The service team is accounting, HR person. You have a billing person. You have a client care coordinator. That client care coordinator go out and find you clients for your company. And then I have a staffing agency. That staffing agency will help you find clients for your your staff. So that's
Okay.
one of the things. I'm sorry. That's one of the things that that I have created. I remember when I got started, it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was everything: accounting, HR, client care coordinator. I was everything. Then I decided to create a service team. Now this service team will be able to help other home care agencies to feel like they're not struggling in the
Yeah.
beginning and they have somebody to talk to.
Well, and here's the thing with being an entrepreneur, especially in the beginning. I posted something today, just to think big, and I heard that the first step is always the hardest. Because you even have to just decide. You know what I'm saying? You have to decide, and sometimes just the decision is the hardest.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a bungee jumping or jumping out of plane. That's the hardest part is to jump. It's to decide to jump. You know what I'm saying? And once you land, you're like, oh man, that was cool. But deciding to jump, that's the biggest challenge that most people have. And so man, that's awesome, man. I'm super proud of it. So let's talk about some events. I know we got some pictures up here. Let's talk about some stuff you got going on. So let's talk about this conference.
Yes, I'm excited about my conference. I'm excited because I'm like, okay, Trina, you decide to do a conference in your first year and a half in the game. I was like, yes, let's do this conference. Let's get this information out. So this conference is real big to me. September 8th and 9th, we are excited in this conference. We got some great speakers coming out. We got we have PNC Bank that's coming to speak to us. One thing that we're preparing for is called managed care. Next year, managed care is something that's really about to take place in where we at. Anybody 60 and up can no longer bill Medicaid, so we'll have to have different insurance agencies that we will bill from. So that's important to make sure that the people that come through me or come to this conference have the information they need to make sure that their doors stay open and be successful in this field. And you have business credit. They're going to be in there talking about business credit, your personal credit. How do you build your personal credit to make sure your business credit is good for getting the things that we need when it comes to business loans and things like that, to make sure that our doors continue to stay open during this transition that is about to take place. So it's a lot of components that's going to take place at this convention. And I am so excited about this convention.
Man.
So we're going to have an all-black party on Saturday night. We got a special guest that's coming in to sing for us. So I'm just excited. I'm excited.
Oh, you done spilled the beans. Why you tell them I'm coming in to sing? Man?
I know, right? I shouldn't even did that.
Woo, woo, woo. No, I'm just okay. So let's get into this. Let me see. We got something else for you. Okay. What you got here, man?
So business as usual, we have a home care group. It's called the Coach Trina Empowerment Club. So we have 900 something members in this club. We started this club like a year ago, and now we have 900 something members in this club, in this membership club. There's a lot of bosses in here. We get great information. If anything changes, if there's grants coming out, whatever, anything changes, we make sure we put that information into this group for people can make sure they have updated information in this group. And we just share a lot of events, a lot of training classes that I do during the year. We put all this information in here to make sure that they are updated on any changes or whatever classes they can take to be get some skills that they need to continue to be successful.
Man, that's awesome. And what's this? What's going on here? BDDS waiver workshop. What is that?
So the B's waiver is one of the things that I teach this class. I also have it's called waiver homes. I also have waiver homes. So a lot of people, when they go through the home care, they want to transition into the B's waiver. And this is homes that you will have 24-hour staff in. You'll have clients that live in this home, and you have staff that are in this home taking care of your clients. One thing about in this B's waiver home is very lucrative when it comes to owning your own homes. And a lot of people, their transition right into, they still have their home care agency, but they decide to open up their waiver homes at the same time. So I'm having a class on, I believe it's the 23rd. I have this class 2 times a year to make sure that they are prepared to open up their waiver homes. So that's what this
Wow.
class is about.
That is awesome, man. You rocking, girl. Go ahead.
Hey,
And so what's this? So now you travel, and it looks like you got something coming up soon.
Yes, I leave out on tomorrow. We travel to DC. We have a class on Saturday in DC. One thing I just don't want to change the community here in Indianapolis. I want to be able to go out into other communities and change the financial wealth and the generational curses that we have in our other states to be able to do what we need to do to change the community. So one of the things I want to make sure that we're not just here doing it, but we're going to different places doing it. We just came back from Atlanta. I believe it's like 5 weeks ago. We was in Atlanta, having an event in Atlanta, teaching home care classes in Atlanta, how to open up your own non-medical home care agencies.
Wow.
Yes.
Man, you are the bomb. I'm telling you, thebomb.com. So how do you manage all this? Because I know you family, you got personal. So when do you take a break?
I do take a break, but I have a great team behind me. One thing I say is make sure that you have a team that believes in you and that is going to support you in whatever ideas you come up with, whatever you put on the table. I can't do it without them. And I could say I have a team that makes sure that whatever we do, that we're all working together to make it happen.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, look, Coach Trina, man, you dropped some jewels, some gems, some nuggets, some nitro. You know what I'm saying? I think you gave people enough information today to make an intelligent decision to get started, to get with you. So how can we get in touch with Coach Trina? How can we find you on social media, your number, the email? How can we find you? And say it twice, because I want people to take their time, write this down, find you, in our audio and our visual. I want them to really find out about what you have going on. So how can we find you? And, go ahead and drop your info.
So you can find Coach Trina on www.businessasusualpw.com. Also 317-384-6540. You can also find us we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, and we're also on TikTok. So we can be found on the networks. Again, you can reach Coach Trina, www.businessasusual.com, and at 317-384-6540.
Wow, man, this has been an incredible conversation. I'm gonna definitely be getting with you. I'm gonna send some people your way. If I start another business right now, somebody just shoot me. I got so much going on, but I love it.
Well, thank you, and thank you for inviting me to your show.
Man, thank you for taking time out your schedule, and you were definitely on it see, this is what separates the greats from the non-greats, because when I reached out to you, you got back with me, you got everything that I needed, you signed, you just were on it, you know what I'm saying? And those are the type of people I really like to work with. Those are the type of people I like to build relationships with, business relationships with, with hanging out personal, what a party, come, visit your family, bring my kids to see your kids. I mean, these are the type of people I like to connect with, people that are about business. So, man, so give your husband a shout out for me, man, hit him on the shoulder, man. Tell him, tell him CINO said, what's up, man? Much love to you and the family. And, man, it's been another fire episode of Convo with CINO. Any last words you want to share with the people before we go?
Well, I'll just say continue to, don't allow nobody to give you anything negative in your ears. Always remember that it is up from here. And remember, with God, you can do all things. And without God, we can't do nothing. And that is my words from Coach Trina on today.
Man, you heard it live and direct, y'all, from Coach Trina, man. Hey, it's been real. It's been 100. It's been another 5 episode of Convo with CINO. Hey, y'all get up with Coach V. I mean, Coach V. I'm thinking about my sister. I know so many coaches. Look, Coach Trina, Coach Corey, Coach K. Hey, get up with it. Just get coached. I mean, because that's the key, is really, taking your business to the next level. Because I'm sure you even have a coach, right?
Yes, got to.
Exactly. So even coaches have coaches, guys. So that's the key to success. So, hey, I'll see y'all next time. Another 5-episode Convo with CINO. We out. Go to CINOLLC.com. Again, www.CINOLLC.com and click legal services to sign up. Credit repair, 24/8 credit solutions. Get a fresh start. Clean up your credit report and increase your credit score. The Personal Transformation Mastery ebook. This is a complete 10-part study course to transform your life and become a better you. Overcome fear, build confidence, get motivated, know your life purpose, and much more. Start your transformation today at www.transformationmastery.online. Again, www.transformationmastery.online. Email CINOLLC@hotmail.com. Again, CINOLLC@hotmail.com for more details.